Hello NWASH Day, it is your relative Justin Jacoda Wholeness, and today's story vlog is about silently making history. Canada just finished celebrating their 152nd birthday within Confederation, and this year was a specifically significant year because for the first time in Canadian history in the nation's capital have they ever designated a main site specifically for Indigenous programming. And I am glad to say that Tribe Music, myself, we got the contract to facilitate the entire programming and activations on this site. It's honestly an amazing chance. It was an amazing experience to prove how Indigenous people are just as important to celebrate during that time of year. And you know, I just have to give a special shout out to Christina Rudy, who referred the contract to me. It definitely was a challenging experience, a major learning curve, but it was a very significant, and I'm just very grateful that I was able to fulfill and put it on. I also have to give a big thank you to Canadian Heritage, who gave this Afro-Indigenous guy a chance to facilitate programming at that scale. I mean, this is the largest event that Canada celebrates in the year, and I just feel so humbled and grateful that I was able to, you know, contribute to our community in a good way, to be able to facilitate programming. You know, Indigenous people, we occupied this space, and I think I definitely have to pay homage to the Algonquin people of which this territory resides on. And you know, I'm just very grateful. I'm excited to share with you this vlog post of making history. I mean, this is all part of that legacy project that I'm on, of how I would like to be remembered. And the way I want to be remembered is, you know, helping young people find their genius, but also helping to bridge the gap between the inequalities of, you know, colonial societies or, you know, major cities that have access to all these resources at their fingertips, and bridge the gap with our Indigenous communities who are still developing. And I think there needs to be a fair playing field in regards to those resources. And so I think this was a great opportunity to showcase to, you know, the government, to showcase to Canadian heritage, and showcase to the world, you know, that Indigenous people are just as capable as anybody else. And so this moment is really amazing. I'm really excited and really grateful for it. But look, I can continue to go on and on about how amazing it is. I think one more thing I'd like to highlight before I continue is that this was a huge step towards reconciliation. And I use that word very intentionally because, you know, the Truth and Reconciliation Commission of Canada put together that huge national apology for residential schools, put in all that hard work, time, and energy to make that happen. And so reconciliation is a very important movement that needs to happen. It's a way that we can hold Canada accountable in that relationship with Indigenous people. And so for the Canadian heritage, you know, to put on the event and give an opportunity for Indigenous people to showcase their talent, their gifts, and showcase their capacity on a day like Canada Day is a step towards reconciliation. So thank you to Martin, thank you to Jean-Francois, Barney, Minister Rodriguez for, you know, providing us this opportunity, this platform to make history. You know, this is a great step, and I think it was an amazing collaboration to be able to pull this type of event off. So thank you guys so much. Again, thank you, Christina, for this opportunity, for that referral. I'm gonna be coming to visit Pikwakanagan soon, and I just have to, again, just say how thankful I am. So without further ado, I wanna share with you all the amazing people that were involved. I mean, it's not just about me, it was about everybody who came together to make this day happen. And we all made history together, and we were able to document it. I was trying to be everywhere all at the same time, and I did my best to try and interview everybody, but I'm really excited to share these little mini interviews with everybody, and you know, share their perspectives and their experience of Canada Day and making history by, you know, being the first time in Canadian history in the nation's capital of having a main site designated for Indigenous programming. Like, that's so important. I can't emphasize that enough. But I have amazing people that showed up. We had an amazing staff, an amazing team. Canadian Heritage did a great job at partnering us. You know, they did a great job at, you know, being patient, working with us. So I definitely want to highlight how important that is. So few activations that we had a main stage, and at the main stage we had James Jones, Angela Gladue, we had Sela and Rise, DJ Shub, Elbril and Garrettson Hill, River Doucette, Monica Etier, and all of this was emceed by Jose Bourgeois. So the main stage was super cool. So stay tuned for those interviews at the end of this clip. Yeah, it was really awesome. And I think to kind of do a quick walkthrough of all the activations we had Inuit High Kick, which was facilitated by Dion Metcalf, Sam, Damien, Kaylin, as well as one of the students from Nunavut, Sivut, Angel. She also helped facilitate that activation. I have to give another shout out to Marta Kayak. She's been a consistent, positive support when it comes to Tribe, when it comes to myself and the things that we're trying to do for the city, for the country. So thank you, Marta Kayak, for referring these two students. There was another student who was part of the Tribe team to really help us make history. So thank you, Marta Kayak, for your contribution. She also provided one of the high kick stands that one of their students made. Really cool, really awesome. So I'm just very thankful for that amazing chance for all of us to work together. So that was Inuit High Kick. We also had an interactive canvas, which was facilitated by Tanis and Zorga. It was just a really cool installation where the public could just contribute. They can paint, they can add their pieces, and in their interview they explain their creative process. So that was another activation. We had Indigenous Crafts by Vanessa and Clare. Really awesome to have both of them showcase their gifts and talent. And it was just really cool to see everything come together. I met Claire at the Summer Solstice Festival, and she does these really cool, just really family-friendly coloring pictures of animals, and it's all articulated and designed in an indigenized way and fashion. It was really cool. So big shout out to Claire for coming through last minute. Really grateful for that. We also had the Regalia Native Pride exhibit. And this was the first time they actually were in Ottawa. So that was really cool that they came from their community here to showcase their Regalia Native Pride exhibit. And it was just stunning. They were actually positioned just behind me. And so to have that backdrop of the Regalia Native Pride exhibit, right in the backdrop with Parliament Hill was a really cool symbolic vision of indigenizing Canada in a good way. So thank you to the Regalia Native Pride exhibit for showing up and taking part in making history. Another first time to Ottawa, we had the canoe drum by David Hines, and that canoe drum activation was non-stop the entire day. So thank you, David Hines, for bringing your canoe drum, for sharing your medicine, and for helping us make history. Another cool element that we had is we had Jerry Longboat. He had his Raven on stilts. If you're from Ottawa or you've been to the Summer Solstice Festival, you've probably seen him around. And it was really cool to have that element because the Raven has specific teachings behind it as well. So really cool to have Jerry Longboat contribute to making history with us. So thank you, Jerry, for coming through and showing up. Another cool element that was pretty much, it was Martin's idea from Canadian Heritage. Martin was able to recruit the Lego Masters. So there was this really cool installation of Lego, of the symbols of this logo that you see on my t-shirt. And so just to speak about that for a second, I have to give a big thank you to Mary Lou Mintram, who designed the logo, and it's used on our t-shirts, our Tribe t-shirts. It was used in the Lego installation, and it was also used for the face painting that we had going on. So back on track, the face painting was another referral by Martin. So thank you, Martin, for both of those referrals. Another referral that Martin contributed was the interactive map. And so what that was basically they removed all the colonial provinces and they adapted all of the indigenous territories and treaties, and basically everybody got these little stickers that they can put where they're home or where they're living, and it would help them identify what indigenous community or region they were residing on. So I think that was a really awesome, powerful installation that we had of that interactive map. So that was another referral by Martin. So thank you, Martin, for your contributions. That was really awesome. And another cool, I think, installation, another referral by Martin was Art Battle Canada. And so Art Battle Canada came, they showed up, they did some art live on the street, really awesome, really grateful for that. And like basically everything really came together. There was some language, Indigenous languages that was incorporated on the signage for the first time. You know, thank you to the Canadian Heritage team and staff for also putting the partner that was responsible for this programming in some of their signage and some of their web text. That was another first time. So I'm really grateful for all the contributions you made, for all of the ways that you bent and maneuvered and kind of reciprocated to make us feel very welcome, to make us feel part of this day and this event. It was historical, literally. So again, thank you, Martin. Thank you, Jean-Francois. Thank you, Barney. Thank you to the minister for providing this opportunity for us. I think it's just very important in a way of showcasing the value of Indigenous people and that we need to continue to be working together in order for us to achieve reconciliation. That's what it's going to take. So last and not least, I have to give a big thank you to the entire tribe team. The tribe staff was amazing. I couldn't ask for a better staff to help me pull this day off. So big thank you to Kelsey Holness, Michaela Shannon, Alicia, Raven, Cabria, Jordan, Tia, Angel, Olivia, Trisha, Bill, and Victoria. Thank you all for helping us make history, for being part of this day, for giving your best, and everything went smooth. Nobody got hurt, nobody got heat stroke, nobody was arguing or fighting. It was all just very seamless, and I think it was a great example of how important it is and significant it is when you open up the doors and you provide an opportunity for Indigenous people to take lead, what the results will be. So thank you all for contributing. Thank you all for helping us make history. I'm just so humbled and thankful for this amazing experience of life. Man, I can't emphasize enough how grateful I am. So thank you guys for listening to the story vlog. And now the rest of this post is going to be all the interviews and video footage that I was able to gather on the day. I hope you enjoy it. Thank you for listening. Thank you for tuning in to my story vlog. I will see you on the next video.
Danse. Hey, what's up everyone? My name is James Jones. I'm Nakiao from Tall Creek First Nations. I'm a hoop dancer, fancy dancer, flute player, and you know, I'm really happy to be a part of this event here today, put on by Tribe. I think it's really important to have, you know, Indigenous artists in these kind of spaces, you know, especially with the, you know, the history of Canada Day and Indigenous people and those kind of things. You know, I think it's really important that we start bringing like the artists to the forefront, you know, and showcasing, you know, the amazing things that we do, the people that we're, you know, our artists, our educators, you know, our storytellers, all those kind of things. So yeah, I'm excited to be a part of this day and having a blast.
One of the things though, even though we might be different, even though that we're all from different tribes all across the globe, one thing that we cannot deny is that we all come from one specific tribe, and that's the two-legged tribe, everybody, for real. And the only way we're going to move forward into the future is by supporting one another, by helping one another, by sharing with one another, and by loving with one another. So one more time, I just want to say thank you for all the people who came out here and showed up in this heat to be a part of this festival. We really appreciate you. Kisamanta and Nenasama. Thank you, everybody. Have a great day.
Tanse Kiowao, Angela Nasi Gason, Amesquachi was Gaiganochinia, Nia Nehio Isquil, Upsisne Nehio 1. My name is Angela Gladu. I'm from Edmonton, Alberta, and I also represent Frog Lake First Nations in Papa's Chase. And I'm a fancy shawl dancer, B-girl, and jingle dress dancer, and a tiny tot hoop dancer. Yep, it just started a year ago, so yep, thanks for having me.
Hey everybody, my name is Cynthia Ryan. I'm from Gimigut Nunavut, but I live here on unceded Algonquin territory.
Hey, I'm Charlotte Kamanek. I am from Igloolik Nunavut, also living on unceded Algonquin territory, and this is my daughter.
Hi, I'm Eliza Mason, and I live where she lives.
Hey, what's up? I'm Rise Ashen, born in Montreal, live in Ottawa on unceded Algonquin territory.
So we just played a set here on the main stage, the first ever main stage dedicated to Indigenous people on Canada Day, so we just made some history. We're very proud of this moment. We think it's long overdue, and we're very proud to be Indigenous and taking up space on this land.
Meditate deeply, bringing it home. The northern star shines, lights my soul. From here to there, we make it our own.
Hey, what's up? My name is Dan General, also known as DJ Shub. I'm Mohawk from Six Nations, and yeah, I'm here to. I think this space is really cool. I think as an Indigenous artist, it's important to have spaces like this in order for the conversations to be held, the important conversations that need to be held in Canada. And to be a part of this first time is amazing. I'm super humbled. I can't wait because it's the reason why I started making music was to create spaces like this and to create the conversation and to continue the culture.
Hi, my name is Roberta Set. I'm from Caledonia Springs. I'm a visual artist and a musician. Being part of this day on the main site for Indigenous programming for the first time ever on Canada Day gives me the feeling of being both Indigenous and Canadian in a reconciliatory way, and I love it. Happy Canada Day.
My name is Elberlin Gerritsen Hill. I'm Mohawk and Dutch. Mohawk from Six Nations, born and raised in Ottawa, Ontario. I'm 21. I'm a songwriter, singer, rapper, fashion artist, and workshop facilitator. And now I'm starting to be a producer too, so everything. Yeah, my thoughts on today, it was amazing. We made history today, so I'm really proud to be a part of that, and proud to represent the female hip-hop industry and proud to be an Indigenous woman. I'm repping the Chippewa Honor Our Sisters shirt that I got in Toronto. One of my favorite Indigenous artists, Chippewa. Check him out. J Soul, he's pretty sick. He does tattoos too. Yeah, I'm just proud to be Indigenous. I'm proud to be a woman, and I'm proud to be an artist. And yeah, I'm really thankful and grateful for today. And yeah, it was great.
Hi, my name is Josie, and I'm from Pigwakanaghan. I'm Algonquin, and I'm super proud that this amazing event is happening today on our beautiful ancestral Algonquin territory. I couldn't be more proud of the friends that I've made over the last few years, to see them come together and pull together such an amazing lineup of truly people that I seriously do admire. I find today full of motivation and passion, and it's a beautiful way to celebrate just our existence as Indigenous people in this country. So Justin, my hat's off to you. Thank you so much.
My name is Monica Etier. I'm Mi'kmaq from Elsie Booktuk, born and raised here in Ottawa. I'm a jingle dress dancer, and I facilitate a fitness program called Powwow Pump. So that's what I did here today, and it's been an amazing experience being part of the first Indigenous celebration on Canada Day here in the capital nation, and I can't wait to see what comes in the coming years. And you know, I'm very proud that we're really starting to make a stronger presence on a day like Canada Day.
Thank you for celebrating with us. Who's a little bit mad at me? You didn't get you? Sorry. And make your way back up.
So my name is Dion Metcalf. I come from Labrador. I've lived in Ottawa since I was 6 months old. And what I like about being part of this first ever Indigenous-led programming is that, hey, I mean, we've been here for a really long time. We're in Canada's national capital region, and it took 152 years to have an Indigenous-led programming. Like, this is historical, and I'm so thankful to be a part of it.
Hi, my name is Tia Adams and I'm from Rankin Inlet, Nunavut. What I love about this is that I get to help take part in it and run the whole thing, and it's just an amazing feeling.
My name is Samantha Kikutuk Metcalf. I'm born in Ottawa, but my mom is from Arctic Bay. And what I really love about this is I get to learn more stuff about my culture, and I get to learn a lot of new stuff about other cultures too.
Hello, my name is Kaylin Nanauk de Grand Pré. I'm 14 years old. I was born and raised here in Ottawa, and I am glad to be here at this first Aboriginal Canada's Day because me and Samantha are making history again.
Hi, my name is Damien Metcalf Kikutuk. I'm 14 years old. I am born and raised in Ottawa, and I am glad that I get to make history with my family.
Tansei, Tanis Wormnasigasun, Saskatchewan, Ochinia. My name's Tanis Worm. I'm a visual artist based in Ottawa. I'm from Saskatoon, Saskatchewan. So I came up with this idea to do kind of interactive painting pieces so that the public, mostly children, could take part and like see us doing the work as well and feel, free to add their own expression. So we don't tell them what to paint. We just want them to have that own freedom. It's collaborative, like, do you want to add something or do you want to take something away?
Hi, my name is Olga. I work at Nunavut Siboney here in Ottawa as an administrator. It's a college for Inuit students. I'm from Nunavut, but I've been living in Ottawa for 20 years. And in my spare time, I'll do art, jewelry making with sealskin and other furs and leather. And I also do traditional stick and poke tattooing, Inuit style, but I can do other styles too. I feel great being able to participate in the first ever Indigenous Programming for Canada Day. This particular interactive art canvas activity we're doing here is really interesting because myself and Tanis have ideas of what we want the image to come out as, but by asking the audience to participate in it, it's sort of symbolic of the Indigenous interaction with other Canadians and trying to communicate that and work towards what we want to see. So it's really interesting seeing different perspectives and different conversations we're having.
Vanessa Sear Dishnikas, Nipissing First Nations Donjaba. Hi, I'm Vanessa Sear. I'm from Nipissing First Nations. I'm Ojibwe. I work at the Wabano Aboriginal Health Center as a cultural lead, which is a supervisor of the culture team. So I do numerous jobs culturally related. And then outside of that, I actually also do facilitating. And so being a part of this today was an absolute pleasure for me. I'm grateful that Justin Holness asked me to come out to this and invited me out to this event. And I am super excited and stoked about the whole thing and the whole day, and proud as a First Nations Canadian to be here and to honor our people and our ancestors and period of spirits that have moved on into the spirit world. And I'm grateful and honored, and I want to say thank you, Miigwech.
My name is Clare Brockape. I'm Algonquin from Kittigan-Zibi First Nation, and I grew up in Ottawa. And I'm really excited to be part of the first Indigenous main site. It's really exciting. I've done various festivals over the year, but it's so exciting to be surrounded by people from my community, from other Indigenous communities around Canada.
So my name is Robin Sather. I am a Lego certified professional builder, and I'm super stoked to be here on the grounds of the Canadian Museum of History for the first time that we have a dedicated Indigenous celebration of Indigenous culture. And it's the first time we've ever done a Lego creation like this, and it's super happy. I'm super happy to do it. We had lots of participation, lots of excitement, and bonne fête Canada. Fabulous.
Bonjour à tous, je suis Aline Saffort, je suis avec Roland Laurent, on est des Montréalais. Et aujourd'hui, on vient juste de finir l'installation de notre exposition qui s'appelle Régalia, Fierté autochtone. Nous sommes très heureux d'être sur le site, un des 3 sites de la Fête du Canada à Ottawa, qui est dédié cette année pour la première fois complètement à à la culture des Premières Nations du Canada. Donc, je vais laisser la parole à Roland, qui est le photographe de l'exposition. Il va nous expliquer en fait le lien avec justement les Premières Nations.
Donc cette exposition Regalia est dédiée aux danseurs de powwow, comme on peut le voir. Et elle était dans le but de montrer la diversité des Premières Nations sur les territoires, sur tous ces grands territoires des différentes provinces de l'Est. Et nous voulions montrer cette diversité pour justement créer des ponts et pour montrer aux autres communautés, démystifier certains, faire tomber certains préjugés par rapport aux Premières Nations, par rapport aux danseurs, et montrer autre chose que ce qu'on peut souvent entendre. Donc c'était avant tout une exposition pour créer des ponts entre nos différentes communautés, au Québec et ailleurs bien sûr. Les danseurs, tout simplement les danseurs est une source d'inspiration incroyable. Les Regalia parlent d'elles-mêmes, en plus elles montrent une expression identitaire très très forte et puissante et contemporaine. Donc pour nous il était important de trouver en fait par le biais de ces images, par le biais de ces photographies, d'amener les gens à lire des témoignages, à lire les histoires de chaque danseur. Pour nous c'était important, c'était pas juste montrer de beaux danseurs, c'était à la fois de raconter une histoire. Donc pour nous, la Regalia est vraiment le symbole identitaire de ces personnalités, de ce que l'on peut présenter.
Et on voulait leur donner la parole, donc on les a fait s'exprimer à travers un double portrait où on les voit aussi dans leur vie quotidienne pour mieux comprendre qui ils sont et pourquoi ils dansent.
Voilà,